One, two, three, four.
はい、いらっしゃいませ。
Hey everybody, how's it going? House Shoku Hockey here doing an All You Need Is to Kill Chapter 2 review video. And pretty much let's just get into it. This chapter was really damn good. It was, he didn't have any deaths during this chapter like he did during the first chapter, which he ended up with 4 deaths. So it was a little bit different, but it was pretty much just a little bit more for his character and building his drive for what he's actually going to be planning on doing over the course of actually the rest of the series. Now, at the beginning of the series, but the beginning of the chapter, we pretty much get a little flashback from Keiji and his as a youth. And it's pretty much the flashback was mainly him and a bunch of his friends. They're pretending to have like a war against like these aliens. Of course, they have like friends dressed as aliens, and then friends that are just normal humans with guns, BB guns. So he's pretty much talking about how he and his friends used to pretend to have like wars against aliens, and he always would be the sacrificial hero who would go out there and take all the bullets and die, which would in turn give his companions morale. It would give them the drive to actually go and actually take the victory. Now you go back to present time, and of course Keiji is kind of having different thoughts about that concept. Now he's more like he realizes that in real life, death is agonizing, it's painful, and yeah, it's not like pretending to be dead when you're playing a little war as kids. And he's like, fuck it, I'm not doing that no more. And so in turn, he's trying to get stronger. Also during the chapter, we got a little bit of a concept that he could actually change what's happening actually in his in the present time. Because if you remember last chapter, he actually was staring at Rita, which in turn Rita kind of came over and did push-ups with him. This chapter, that didn't happen, so it kind of clicked in his mind that, okay, I can actually change something. So he decides to go do something about it. And also another really fucking cool thing, this chick is a beast, man, Rita. We actually finally get to see the flashback of how Keiji's first death, which was shown at the beginning of the first chapter, just with the color page. We didn't actually see him die. So we didn't actually see how he died. So pretty much, he's just all wounded, and a mimic shows up, and he's about to get attacked by this mimic. When Rita comes in, it just pretty much jumps off his head or something and just cuts the fucking mimic and just kills it. And here, Rita is actually talking to Keiji. She was talking about something about green tea. Which she was pretty much saying everything she reads in a book. She had a problem with believing everything she read in a book, and it got her in trouble. So now instead she asks the people that come from that country or place if it's actually true. And Keiji's like, bitch, I'm about to die. Like, and she just kind of like talking to him, saying that she's gonna be with him until he dies. But pretty much the only reason she's staying there is to get the battery that's within his suit when he does die. And she pretty much beasts on some of the other mimics that actually end up showing up, and she murks them all. And it kind of gives Keiji's like, wow, like she earns that title. She's not just like a figurehead. She got that title for that reason. And it was awesome, really awesome. And pretty much the last point of the chapter was Keiji actually walked in on his roommate and another dude playing a game of shogi, I think, or chess, or Japanese chess, pretty much. And they're talking. Pretty much, they're discussing about tactics, and his roommate is pretty much saying a rookie who just goes in 100 out of just without experience or anything would lose 100 out of 100 times. And the guy he's going against is pretty much saying repetition over and over again. You can actually learn from repetition, so that's not really the case. And his roommate ends up losing. So this kind of gives Keiji an idea. He's like, repetition. So he goes and talks to his general, which his name is Farrell, and he's talking to Pharaoh, and he pretty much asks Pharaoh if he can train with Pharaoh. Now Pharaoh's like, nah, it's no point. There really is no point to you training because it's not really gonna help anything. And he explains to him the idea of what is it called, the cut to learn, which is pretty much an old Japanese saying used by samurai, which is the more you cut down, the more experience you gain. And it kind of goes into like a little history. I can't remember the exact samurai's name, but it pretty much talked about him and him cutting down everybody, gaining experience over time. So this gives Keiji an idea. Keiji's like, well, I can cut and learn for fucking forever, so I have the ability to do it. And he's like, damn, he's like, that's pretty much his role, his idea of what he wants to do. He's just like, I'll keep battling, I'll keep dying, I'll keep learning over and over and over and over until he gets up to that samurai level and up to Rita's status, so he can be a beast and be able to keep surviving and win. So overall, it was a really amazing, well, it was a really good chapter. Nothing, it wasn't really like amazing or anything, but it was a really good chapter. The art, the art was fucking amazing. The expressions, when it had him, when Rita actually comes in and just cuts the mimic with the axe was amazing. The fucking, when Keiji's kind of dying and Rita's talking to him, his eyes, his facial expression, really damn well. Also, at the very end of the chapter, when he actually is like, I can cut and learn over and over again, the eyes, like his total expression just really changed. It was really drawn very fucking well. You could tell his intent. I mean, even the general was like, what the fuck, something's not right with those eyes, but he didn't say it a lot, that's what he's sticking in his head. So overall, it was a very enjoyable chapter, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of fun stuff going on. Cannot wait for chapter 3 whenever it gets translated. I'll wait patiently, like I waited patiently for this one. I wasn't really waiting that patient for this one. I was all asking, like, I was all checking every day, like, where the fuck is it? But it was a very enjoyable read, very good. I'm loving it. All you need is kill. Chapter 2, overall art and story progression was really well done. I give it about like a 5 out of fucking 5 because it was something I expected, and I'm liking where it's going, and the art and everything they're doing over there. You're doing a really good job, so keep it up. So guys, till next time about Shoku Haki, and I'll check y'all later. Peace out.